Imagine a quiet German street on the day after Christmas. The air is cold, the shops are shuttered, and the city of Gelsenkirchen is fast asleep. But inside the concrete belly of a public parking garage, a different kind of holiday tradition is unfolding. There are no shouts, no sirens, and no shattered glass. Instead, there is only the rhythmic industrial hum of a diamond-tipped core drill biting into 3 feet of reinforced concrete. By Monday morning, the Sparkasse Bank wouldn't be a bank anymore. It would be a hollowed-out shell. 2,700 safety deposit boxes gutted. Up to 90 million euros gone. This is the story of a heist so quiet, it became a legend before the police even knew it had happened. The heist didn't start with a break-in. It started with a map. On December 27, 2025, a crew of specialists arrived in the upscale district of Buer. They didn't look at the vault's massive steel door. They knew that was a lie. Instead, they targeted the one weakness the bank couldn't hide, the sidewall. Using a private section of an adjacent parking garage as their stage, they set up a heavy-duty construction rig. They weren't guessing where to drill. With the precision of surgeons, they bored a massive circular hole directly into the vault's archive room, threading their way through a maze of sensors and vibration detectors. They had found the one blind spot in a multi-million euro security system, the very ground they stood on. At 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, the operation nearly died. A fire alarm, likely triggered by the thick, choking dust of the drilling, screamed through the empty bank. Within minutes, the blue lights of police cruisers and the roar of fire trucks filled the street. Inside the garage, the thieves likely stood in total darkness, hearts racing, just inches away from the officers on the other side of the concrete. It was a coin flip. The police checked the doors, saw no smoke, and assumed it was a holiday technical glitch. They drove away. Most thieves would have run, but this crew stayed. They waited for the sirens to fade, picked up their tools, and spent the next 48 hours systematically smashing open 95% of the bank's 3,300 lockers, filling bags with gold while the city celebrated outside. The final moments of the heist were defined by a chilling mechanical silence. A dark, high-performance sedan, a black Audi RS6, glided away from the service entrance at 3:58 a.m. on Monday, its movements captured only as a blur on distant cameras after local signals were neutralized by a portable jammer. There was no high-speed chase or frantic getaway. The vehicle simply merged onto the A42 Autobahn and vanished into a black hole of untraceable interchanges. By the time the breach was discovered, the car, bearing cloned plates from Hanover and carrying no digital footprints, had effectively ceased to exist. Police found no tire marks, no discarded equipment, and no forensic trail, leaving behind only the haunting realization that the crew had disappeared as cleanly as a shadow at noon. Today, the vault in Gelsenkirchen is a crime scene of dust and broken metal. Initial investigations suggest they gained access to the bank and escaped via an adjacent parking garage. A special task force is hunting for the insider who handed over the blueprints, convinced that no one could hit that wall so perfectly without help. For many victims, the horror is just beginning. Their life savings, often kept in gold, were insured for only 10 to 15,000 euros. The thieves didn't just take 90 million euros, they took a community's sense of safety. They proved that even the most formidable fortress is only as strong as its quietest wall. The vault is empty, the trail is cold, and the perfect crime is now a ghost story whispered in the streets of Germany.